I want to talk to you. Today I want to talk to you today, not to the crowd, not to some imaginary person. You, the one watching this right now, the one who maybe hasn't slept well, the one carrying something heavy that nobody else can see. I want to talk to you because somebody talked to me. Somebody pulled me aside when I was young and told me things I didn't want to hear. And because of that, I'm standing here. And because I'm standing here, maybe you'll stand somewhere great too. So listen, not with half your brain, not while you're scrolling. Listen. You will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried, and it didn't work. Fall forward. Every failure is a stepping stone. I have failed. Oh, I have failed. I have been rejected. I have been told no. I have been laughed at. I have been overlooked, underpaid, and underestimated. And every single time, I used it. See, most people look at failure and they think it's a wall. They walk up to it, they press their hand against it, and they say, I can't go any further. But I want you to understand something today. Failure is not a wall. Failure is a floor. And the question is, will you get up? Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper because, I quote, he lacked imagination. These are not stories of lucky people. These are stories of people who fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to the experiment that works. You only have to be right once, just once. But you have to be willing to be wrong 100 times first. Are you willing? Say yes. Say it out loud right now. Yes. Purpose and dream. Without dreams, you are just existing. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to sit with it. Don't rush past it. When was the last time you thought about your dream? Not someone else's definition of success, not what your parents wanted, not what the algorithm told you to want. Your dream. I believe that God, or the universe, or whatever name you give to the power greater than yourself, I believe that power did not put a dream in your heart without also putting the ability to achieve it there too. That dream is not an accident. It is a blueprint. But here's the truth nobody wants to say. Most people die with their music still inside them. They get busy, they get comfortable, they get scared. And one day at the very end, they look back and they see the unlived life. Don't be that person, please. I am asking you, do not be that person. Dreams without goals remain dreams. Goals are the roadmap to your dream, and discipline is the engine that drives you there. Pick up a pen tonight. Write down your dream. Big, outrageous, embarrassingly ambitious. Write it down. Then write one goal underneath it, just one, something you can do this week. Because a dream written down with a date becomes a goal broken into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action becomes reality. While you sleep, somebody is working. I want to talk about work, because everybody wants success, but nobody wants to talk about the thing that precedes success. The ugly, boring, unglamorous thing called work. They want the highlight reel, they want the trophy, they want the applause. But they don't want to talk about the 4 a.m. alarm, the hours in the gym when nobody's watching, the craft rehearsed 10,000 times alone in a room, the doors that were slammed in your face, not twice, not 10 times, but 100 times. You think talent is going to save you? Let me tell you something. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Every single time. I don't care how gifted you are. Gifted without effort is a waste. It's an insult to what you were given. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a hard one. I've been in this business for over 40 years. 40 years of studying characters, of learning dialogue, of showing up whether I felt like it or not. And I'll tell you what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not connections. It is the willingness to keep going when every signal is telling you to stop. Be the best version of yourself. Now I want to talk about something that nobody talks about enough: character. Your character is your destiny. Who you are when nobody's watching, when there's no camera, when there's no applause, when there's no social media post, That is who you really are, and that person shapes everything. True greatness is not about what you do, it is about who you are while you do it. Are you kind? Are you honest? Are you loyal? Do you keep your word even when it costs you? Do you lift people up, or do you step on them to get higher? The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why? Because the reward is so great. I defy you to help somebody and not feel better about yourself. The world will always reward talent for a season, but it is character that sustains a career, sustains a marriage, sustains a life. Build that first. Build that every single day. Read, pray, reflect. Ask yourself, am I becoming the person I was meant to be? Do it afraid. Let me ask you something. What would you do right now if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you pursue? What door would you knock on? What person would you call? What business would you start? What book would you write? Now here's the real question. What's stopping you? And I already know the answer. Fear. F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. Fear is a liar. Fear is a thief. Fear dresses itself up as wisdom, as caution, as common sense, and it steals your life. Courage is not the absence of fear. I want to be very clear about this. Courage is not waking up one day with no fear and suddenly doing the brave thing. No. Courage is being absolutely terrified and doing it anyway. Do it afraid. You want to be great. Run toward the roar. Because everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Stop waiting until you're ready. You will never be ready. Nobody is ever fully ready. The people who succeed are not the ones who felt most prepared. They are the ones who started while they were still scared. They took the first step, and then the second, and they figured it out on the way. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Nothing. Not your career, not your relationships, not your soul. Growth lives at the edge of discomfort. Go there. Put God first. Always. Something that has been the foundation of everything I've built, and that is faith. I know that word makes some people uncomfortable. I don't apologize for it, because without it, I am nothing. Everything I have, everything I've accomplished, every award, every role, every standing ovation, I did not do that. Something greater than me did that. My job was to show up, to prepare, to say yes, to trust, and the rest was handled. But faith without gratitude is incomplete. You cannot move forward in life if you're not grateful for where you are right now. Even if right now is hard, even if right now is not what you imagined. Be grateful, because gratitude is the soil in which great things grow. I pray every single day, not for things, for the clarity to know what I'm supposed to do, and the courage to do it. Wake up tomorrow, and before you check your phone, before you check your email, before the noise of the world gets in, be still for 60 seconds, just 60 seconds, and say, thank you. Thank you for the breath. Thank you for the chance. Thank you for another day, and watch what happens to your entire day when you start it that way. What will you leave behind? I want you to think about legacy, not what you'll leave in your bank account, not what your name will be on, but the question every single one of us will have to answer at the very end. Did I matter? Did I love well? Did I show up for the people who needed me? Did I use the gifts I was given? Did I leave the world even slightly better than I found it? Did somebody somewhere walk away from my life a little stronger, a little more hopeful, a little more sure of themselves? Legacy is not built in one moment. It is built in 10,000 small moments. A kind word when it wasn't required. A standard held when it would have been easier to lower it. A hand extended when it cost you something. The world is waiting on you. So here is what I want to leave you with. Not an applause line, not a clever phrase, just the truth. The world does not need another person sleepwalking through their potential. The world does not need another person playing it safe, staying comfortable, avoiding the risk of being great. The world needs you, fully awake, fully alive, fully committed to becoming who you were put here to be. You have been given everything you need. You have been given time, for now. You have been given ability. You have been given the hunger, the fire, that thing inside you that brought you to watch something like this today. That fire is not an accident. That fire is a sign. So I'm asking you today, not tomorrow, not on Monday, not when it feels right, today, take one step, call one person, make one decision, light one match, because once that fire starts, nothing can stop it. The world is waiting on you. Don't you dare keep it waiting.